G'day, this is Captainoob and this is a Gatling laser, but not just any old Gatling laser. This weapon is actually being overhauled from the Gatling laser overhaul mod. So yeah, I've got a request for this, a few requests for this, and yeah, might as well check it out. And depending on how much I like doing this, we might take a look at some other vanilla weapon overhauls, because yeah, some PS4 friendly content is never a bad thing to have. Anyways, what you are seeing here is just a basic standard run-of-the-mill Gatling laser. When you do pull this thing out though in your inventory, as you can tell, I've only got 300 shots actually loaded into this thing, and that is actually capped at that. If you're if you're familiar with the standard Gatling laser, you know you've got 500 shots. So yeah, we've taken a little bit of a knock right off the bat, but I don't think we'll be going too badly for long. It's only uphill from here. So first of all, for the receivers, nothing is new here except for the overcharged photon agitator and the overcharged gamma wave emitter. Now, I like to put on this one because that'll enhance our critical damage as well. This one has damage over time, also increases the range a little bit, but that's negligible. But yeah, definitely go for that photon agitator there, because boosting your crit is a whole lot more actually useful than giving yourself a little bit of damage over time, which is basically nothing. Anyways, moving on to the barrels is where it gets a little bit more interesting. So we've got the standard barrels on now. You can have the accelerated barrels, so if I attach those, it come back out so you can actually see them. It adds a whole lot of little barrels to your Gatling laser, and this thing will go like the clappers. It will shoot very, very fast with this. So let's have a little bit of a demonstration. You really can't see it because all the lasers are sort of in on each other, but yeah, that thing is spitting fast and firing a whole lot faster. Generally, the fire rate stat is a good indication of that. The improved barrels, which is an improved version of the standard barrels, which will give us a better damage and capacity. So if I actually chuck that on, we should be sitting at 500 now. Yes. If I quickly reload this, yes, we are. So there we go. We've regained our 500 damage, or 500 ammo capacity, sorry. 500 damage on a Gatling laser would be insane. Here's the standard ass charging barrels. They're okay. They're really good if you've got them on Final Judgment, but personally I don't like betraying the Brotherhood at all, so I rarely ever use the weapon. You can have improved accelerated barrels, which will go even faster. That's so much faster. That's double the speed, so that'll be crazy if you've got the explosive effect. But yeah, you've also got the improved charging barrels, which gives you 3 more of those thick barrels for to use, and of course it'll increase the rate of fire a little bit. Should be a little bit more bearable now with these big old thick barrels. Also got some different sounds there. Good use of vanilla assets there. Never mind, moving on to the next lot of barrels. We can have the overcharging barrel, and to install this properly, I think I need to put in a muzzle or something. There it is. Well, we'll just chuck in the no muzzle attachment. Why the hell not? So this one will turn this thing into a BFG type weapon. And it's only got 20 in the capacity, but it fires big explosive laser projectiles that explode like missiles, apparently. Its rate of fire is really low, but what you can do is actually aim down sights, and that'll actually increase the rate of fire of this thing substantially. That is actually acknowledged by the mod author as a glitch, but yeah, it's a little bit of an exploit to get more damage out of that. I'm going to test out the improved variants of the new barrels. I don't think we need to see what the standard ones are like, so we'll go ahead and create all of these Gatling lasers to test out, one with accelerated improved and BFG of course, and I'll see you in Gunner's Plaza. Of course, you could forget about the muzzles. So basically what you have here, I'm just going to take off this giant ass barrel there, go back to standard for a second. You've got the standard focuser here, and you've also got the compensating lenses from the laser guns, and they're actually got a unique asset which will actually get that little spherical object on the front to help compensate for something. And there's also beam splitter, so you can have even more beams spitting out of this, which would be kind of crazy with the accelerated barrels. I actually want to try that out. Hopefully the recoil isn't too bad. Alright, now we're ready. Just kidding, we've also got a range of scopes we can attach to this weapon, which aren't entirely useful. I think a scope is the last thing I'd want on a Gatling laser. Maybe you could get away with it if you're using those charging barrels as more of a precision weapon, but for the most part I kind of want to use these reflex sights because the reflex sight works fine. Okay, now we can shoot people. Righto, so here we are in Gunner's Plaza. We've already seen our Gatling lasers before. We're going to start this off with the vanilla barrels just to see how this thing holds up compared to normal. We've all got a general feel of the Gatling laser by now in terms of how it performed in Fallout, which compared to its Fallout New Vegas and 3 counterpart left a lot to be desired. But right off the bat here, I'm seeing a nice improvement to this weapon, which is nice. It's nice having a strong Gatling laser. Yes, it is. These are only basic ass gunners, so, you know, I'm not actually seeing any benefit out of the damage over time receiver we've got here. So, yeah, not really useful, but seems to be going pretty good either way. Okay, moving on. This is going to be the one with the charging barrels and also a beam splitter on the front, so it'll be like a big old shotgun, which, as far away as we are, we're still hitting them okay, but probably could be a little bit closer with getting a little bit more benefit out of it. It's not really a shotgun, it's more of a tri-shot type weapon, a little bit more precise than your shotguns, but it is a nice way to just scatter lasers around the area. You end up damaging with most shots, you don't have to be completely accurate with it either, which is nice. We'll just stop that gunner in our tracks there. That one's got a Gauss rifle. Okay, enough of this vanilla nonsense. Let's move on to some modded stuff. So this one, oh, there's Captain Bridget. Okay, so this one is going to be the super speedy barrels, and we're going to start off in VATS. Keep in mind that we have got the thing with the extra crit damage on the receiver there, so that's why we absolutely pummeled Captain Bridget there with that particular critical. And look at that rate of fire on this thing. You can really get a sense of how fast this thing's shooting by the super fast animations. If you're used to the Gatling laser animations while firing, this thing is rocking around like the Spirit of Tasmania going to Tasmania. The Bass Strait there. It's a pretty rough terrain there, or a rough seas there. Oh, man, this is actually really powerful. Holding up on very high difficulty. Probably where you want your Gatling laser to be in terms of its damage, I think, so that's very good. We are getting swarmed here simply because we've got more script spawns happening in the Gunner's Plaza here, so that's alright. That one's only a conscript, this one is a scope. It is the, it's just the extra thick barrels, but there's 3 more of them, the improved charging barrels there. It does use, oh my god, stop throwing grenades. I'm not playing Battlefield here, I'm playing Fallout. Stop doing that. Get some VATS action quickly. I think we've got him. Ah yes, the 10-round burst in VATS is always a nice thing. But yes, we are using the sounds from the automatic laser guns there, and they do work pretty well for what they are. Okay, we're going alright with our damage here. We'll just kill as many gunners as we possibly can for health regen. Seem to be going pretty well. I really hope nobody picked up Captain Bridget's gun, because that'll hurt. Hang on, so it'll be these people up here probably going for the gun there. So with Nerd Rage going, we can absolutely decimate these people. Really a nice improvement on the charging barrels here, which is nice. It kind of needed that improvement. If you put rapid on this thing, I think it breaks it too. So if you want to really break this Gatling laser, you can, yeah, chuck the rapid effect on it. I think there's only one more to test, and it's the Bfg Variant. So yeah, let's find out how this thing does. Oh yeah, I put a beam splitter on this, and apparently it just creates even more laser missiles. And I call them laser missiles because it's basically what they are. You're a little bit too close to use this. We'll switch to another Gatling laser. Just the standard one, apparently. You're just going to stand there and throw grenades at me, are ya? Good luck on that. Okay, BFG time once more. Yep, that seems to be doing quite enough damage to these guys. They're getting in too close. Also, what are these gunners doing with all their grenades today? Did the gun runners just cut a deal with the gunners to give them frag grenades for free? Oh, so you're through a wall. Well, you're getting critical now. You gotta fight wall hacks with wall hacks, guys. Righto. We'll switch over to that super fast one again. We'll try that out a little bit more. Who's over there? Stop shooting at me. Although we do chew through ammo very, very quickly, we can still do a really good job against these gunners. And getting fusion cores towards the late game, it's kind of easy. If you've got Scrounger, you can find them in lots of 4. Sometimes in the ammo boxes, there's there's designated points where fusion cores spawn, like power armor units, and also those generators that you can pull the core out of. They're not really that hard to find. Maybe in the early game, but you don't really get Gatling lasers in the early game anyway, so that's going to be fine. Bad reload time to reload there, but that is certainly a weakness of the speedy barrel variant there. Slow ammo capacity, it'll go through it very, very quickly, but there you have it. That was the overhauled Gatling laser against Gunner's Plaza, plus, like, I don't know, maybe it's like another 200% more Gunners. That's 3 times, maybe. Wasn't really counting, but I do know that this thing is a definite huge improvement upon the Gatling laser, so we'll test it out against some sort of monster. Also, the black face glitch is happening. I didn't actually notice that. I noticed that with Captain Bridget, but I didn't think it happened to the player. I got a mod to fix this, and apparently it doesn't work. Well, lucky me, Swan actually hasn't spawned with a little bit of a random encounter for him to fight, so I don't have to wait for that to be over. Let's just shoot him with this. We 3-shotted him. Also, something else is down there. A glowing Mirelurk. This guy does not know the world of pain that he's about to be sent into. Oh my god, we're just gonna keep shooting him. Okay. This guy doesn't get the idea that he's going to be decimated. We'll go for another crit here, just to make sure they die. He decided to stay put though. He didn't get ragdolled as far, which is a little bit disappointing, but I think you get the idea. I didn't expect this thing to be that dirty, but yeah, if you put the beam splitter on the BFG barrel, it'll break the game, quite obviously. So yeah, use that with caution. Also, if you shoot the ground... Okay, I got confused there for a second. It does in fact kill you. Anyways, I think that about does it for this particular Gatling laser overhaul mod. If you'd like to see any other vanilla weapons modified in the terms of an overhaul, then yeah, go ahead and leave your descriptions. I'm not actually sure how many of the weapons from the vanilla game have been overhauled quite like the Gatling laser, but I'm kind of interested in to see what people have done to the minigun to make it, you know, not suck. So yeah, that's something to be interested in. We'll just clear these super mutants out as quick as possible, and then we'll wrap this particular video up. We only got 1 shot in that burst. I think I might have glitched it somehow. That's alright. We only got a couple more to kill. We could speed this up by using the BFG, but I think we've had quite a fill of that. That's enough of that. Also, I think I heard a raider somewhere. Oh yeah, you're in a really bad spot there. Liking this enhanced charging barrel thing, the rate of fire really does make it feel good. I feel like this thing would be really, really awesome with the splitter on it as well, kind of like I did with the regular vanilla thing. Wait, stop that. Even the big old tanky super mutant warlords can't stand up very long against the might of an overhauled Gatling laser. So yeah, I'm actually suggesting you download this mod if you're a fan of Gatling lasers. I'm pretty sure, I'm 99% sure that I saw this thing listed as a PS4 mod too. It might be slightly different to compensate for the lack of, you know, external assets, but you might find that the attachments may look the same but have different stats about it. I don't know. But yeah, I'll be sure to link all of these down in the description. So yeah, some more PS4 friendly content may be coming out soon with some more vanilla weapon overhauls. So yeah, leave your requests in like I said before. Enough of this outro, I'm gone. Catch you later.